Hello and welcome to the lecture series on engineering mathematics. This is lecture 3. In previous lectures, we have studied about some special matrices and their properties. In these lectures, we will learn how to find. Suppose we have a matrix A of order 2 cross 2 and we have a matrix A of order 2 cross 2 whose elements are A, B, C and D. Then its determinant will be product of these two elements A and D minus product of B and C. This is very simple to find the determinants of a 2 cross 2 matrix. But suppose we have another matrix B whose order is 3 cross 3 and elements are A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 and A33. Then you can find its determinant along any row with sign positive, negative and positive, or along any column with sign positive, negative and positive. But how? Let's see. You want to find its determinant along first row. Then take the first element A11 and multiply it by the determinant of the matrix obtained by excluding first row and first column, that is A22, A23, A32, A33. And now take the second element A12 with negative sign and multiply it with the determinant of the matrix obtained by excluding first row and second column, that is the matrix with the element A21, A23, A31 and A33. And in last, take the third element A13 with positive sign and multiply it with the determinant of the matrix obtained by excluding the first row and third column, that is the matrix with the entries A21, A22, A31 and A32. This is the formula for finding the determinant of a matrix of order 3 cross 3. Here is a definition of a singular matrix. A matrix A is said to be singular if determinants of A equal to 0. Otherwise, it is called non-singular. Here is an example which is asked in 2018 in civil branch. The question says that which one of the following matrix is singular? So we know that for a singular matrix, we have to show the determinants of that matrix will be 0. So we check all the options. The determinant of first matrix is 2 into 3, that is 6, minus 5 into 1, 5 equal to 1, which is non-zero. So option first is incorrect. Now we check second option. Second, here the determinants of this matrix is 3 into 3, minus 9, minus 2 into 2, 4, that is 5, which is not again 0. So this option is also incorrect. Now check option 3. The determinant of this matrix is 2 into 6, 12, minus 3 into 4, that is 12, and we will get 0. So determinant of this matrix is 0, hence this matrix will be singular matrix. Hence option third is true. Also you can check the last option. Here the determinant of this matrix is 4 into 2, minus 6 into 3, that is 18. 8 minus 18 equal to minus 10, which is again not 0, and this matrix is also a non-singular matrix. Now here some properties of the determinants we have listed. The first property is the determinant of identity matrix. Here I is the identity matrix is equal to 1. And the second property of the determinant is the determinant of inverse matrix equal to 1 upon determinant of A. And third is determinant of A transpose. We correct it. Determinant of A transpose matrix equal to determinant of A. This is fourth property of the determinant, that is the determinant of A plus B is not equal to determinants of A plus determinants of B. We can see it by an example. Suppose we take A equal to 1, 0, 0, 0 and take B equal to 0, 0, 0, 1. Now determinant of A will be 0 and determinant of B also will be 0, but determinant of A plus will be equal to, if we add A plus B, then get 1, 0, 0 and 1, and its determinant will be 1. So by this example we can say that determinant of A plus B is not equal to determinant of A plus determinant of B. Next important property is determinant of AB equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. For example, you can take A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to 0, 1, 2 and 0. Then what will be AB? This will be 1 product of first row with the column of second. This becomes 1 into 0 plus 2 into 2, 4. 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 0, 1. 3 into 0, 0, 4 into 2, 8 and 3 into 1, 3 plus 4 into 0, this becomes 3. So product of AB equal to this matrix and its determinant will be 4 into 3, 12 minus 8 into 1, 8 equal to 4. And determinant of A equal to here 4, 1 into 4, 4 minus 3 into 2, 6, that is equal to minus 2. And determinant of B equal to 0 into 0 minus 2 into 1, that is minus 2. So we get the determinant of AB equal to 4 and determinant of A dot determinant of B also equal to minus 2 into minus 2, that is 4. Hence we can say that AB equal to A into determinant of B. Next property is scalar multiplication. This property says that when we multiply a scalar in determinants, then this scalar will be multiplied either in one row or in one column. That is, we can multiply the scalar either in one row, here Ka11, Ka12, Ka13. While in a matrix, when you multiply a scalar, then this scalar is multiplied in each element. That is, if we have a matrix like this, then the scalar will be multiplied in each row. The basic difference is that when you multiply a scalar in determinant, then scalar will be multiplied either in one row or in one column. While when you multiply a scalar in a matrix, then the scalar will be multiplied in whole matrix. It means यदि हम किसी एक स्केलर को डिटर्मिनेंट में मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं तो वह स्केलर किसी एक रो या किसी एक कॉलम में मल्टीप्लाई होगा.
जबकि जब हम एक स्केलर से मल्टीप्लाई किसी मैट्रिक्स में करते हैं तो वह स्केलर प्रत्येक रो या प्रत्येक कॉलम में मल्टीप्लाई होता है। ये बेसिक डिफरेंस है दोनों में। नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी इज if A is an n cross n square matrix, then determinant of the matrix Ka, where K is a scalar, equal to a scalar K raised to the power n multiplied with the determinant of A. That is, suppose we have a matrix 3 cross 3 matrix A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and if you multiply this matrix by a scalar K, then we get the new matrix whose elements are Ka, Kb, Kc, Kd, Ke, Kf, Kg, Kh, and Ki. Now, its determinant will be K raised to the power n times determinant of A. This is the property. It means ये कह रहा है कि यदि आपके पास कोई मैट्रिक्स ए है और उसमें आप किसी स्केलर से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो आपके पास एक नया मैट्रिक्स मिलेगा के ए। अब इस के ए जो मैट्रिक्स है, नए मैट्रिक्स का जो डिटर्मिनेंट आएगा वह के टू द पावर एन इंटू डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए आएगा। Here one more property of the determinant is, if we have a matrix of order n cross n, then determinant of A raised to the power k equal to determinant of A raised to the power k। इसका मतलब यह है कि यदि आपके पास कोई एक मैट्रिक्स n क्रॉस n का है तो a टू द पावर k का जो डिटर्मिनेंट होगा वह डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ a टू द पावर k होगा। इसका मतलब सिंपल सा एप्लीकेशन इसको ऐसे कर सकते हैं कि यदि आपके पास कोई मैट्रिक्स का डिटर्मिनेंट दिया है तो आपसे पूछा जा सकता है कि a टू द पावर 5 का डिटर्मिनेंट क्या होगा। तो इट इज सिंपल, डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ a टू द पावर 5 इक्वल टू डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ a टू द पावर 5। आपको मैट्रिक्स a का a टू द पावर 5 नहीं निकालना होगा, सीधे सीधे उस मैट्रिक्स का डिटर्मिनेंट निकालिए और उसके पावर 5 कर दीजिए तो आपका आंसर मिल जाएगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल suppose we have a matrix A, elements are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then what will be to the power determinant of a to the power 10? The solution, here determinant of a equal to 1 into 4 minus 2 into 3 is equal to 4 minus 6 equal to minus 2. Therefore, using above property, determinant of a to the power 10 will be determinant of a raised to the power 10. This means we know that determinant of a is minus 2 raised to the power 10. This will be the answer. Next property of the determinant is if two rows or columns of the determinants are identical, then its determinant value will be 0. It means यदि आपके पास कोई मैट्रिक्स A है जिसके दो रो या दो कॉलम इक्वल है, आइडेंटिकल है, सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल वी टेक a matrix ABC and ABC second row, third row DEF, then its determinant will be 0. ये प्रॉपर्टी यह कह रही है कि यदि आपके पास दो रो या दो कॉलम आइडेंटिकल हैं तो उस मैट्रिक्स का जो डिटरमिनेंट होगा वो 0 होगा. तो यहां पे हमारे पास ये दो रो 1 और रो 2 दोनों आइडेंटिकल है, इसलिए इसका डिटरमिनेंट 0 हो जाएगा. Next property of the determinants says that if two rows or columns of a matrix are proportional to each other, then its determinant will be 0. That is, if suppose R1 row R1 is proportional to R2 or any two columns C1 is proportional to C3, then the determinant of the matrix will be 0. That it means यदि किसी मैट्रिक्स के दो रो या दो कॉलम प्रोपोर्शनल है, प्रोपोर्शनल टू ईच अदर है, तो उस मैट्रिक्स का डिटरमिनेंट जो आएगा वो 0 आएगा. Here one more example is the example says that for what value of x the matrix is singular. ये कह रहा है कि x की किस वैल्यू के लिए यह मैट्रिक्स सिंगुलर आएगा. We know that a matrix A is said to be singular if its determinant equal to 0. We have to show if the determinant of this matrix is 0 for what value of x, then हमें यह दिखाना है कि x की किस वैल्यू के लिए इस मैट्रिक्स का डिटरमिनेंट 0 आएगा. तो एवं प्रॉपर्टी से हम यह कह सकते हैं, from arrow property we can say that if two row or two columns are proportional to each other, then the determinants will be 0. Here we will not use the traditional method, मतलब जो डिटरमिनेंट निकालने का तरीका है जिससे हम लोग जनरल मेथड से निकालते हैं वो यूज नहीं करेंगे. हम लोग एक ट्रिक यूज करेंगे। वो ट्रिक क्या है? लेट x इक्वल टू, इफ वी लेट x इक्वल टू 0, then we can see that the new matrix will be, whose first integer is 3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 1, -2, -4, -1. Now see the row 2 and row 3. Here row 2 is proportional to, or you can write it, row 2 equal to minus times row 3. It means row 2 is proportional to row 3. Row 2 is proportional to row 3. Therefore, determinants of A equal to 0 by the above property. For what value of x? So for what value of x means here x equal to 0. Hence we can say that for x equal to 0, the matrix will be singular. This means for x equal to 0, the matrix will be 0, will be singular, will be singular. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए हम लोग डायरेक्ट डिटर्मिनेंट नहीं निकाले हैं। यदि डिटर्मिनेंट निकालने जाएंगे तो काफी समय लग जाएगा। उसके लिए हम लोग एक छोटा सा ट्रिक यूज किए हैं। वो ट्रिक यह है कि हम इसके मैट्रिक्स के किसी दो रो को या दो कॉलम को प्रोपोर्शनल दिखा दें या आइडेंटिकल दिखा दें। तो उसके लिए हमने x इक्वल टू 0 लिया। x इक्वल टू 0 पे हमें एक मैट्रिक्स जो मिल रही है यहाँ पे ये मिल जाएगी, जिसके इंटरेस्ट 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 1, -2, -4, -1 है। अब यहाँ पे हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि रो 2 और रो 3 एक दूसरे के प्रोपोर्शनल है। प्रोपोर्शनल होने की वजह से इस मैट्रिक्स का जो डिटरमिनेंट होगा वो 0 हो जाएगा। इसका मतलब x इक्वल टू 0 के लिए मैट्रिक्स सिंगुलर हो जाएगा। Next property says that if we apply elementary transformation, then the determinants of the matrix remains same. It means यदि आप किसी मैट्रिक्स में एलिमेंट्री ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लगाते हैं तो जो नया मैट्रिक्स मिलेगा उसका डिटरमिनेंट भी सेम आएगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if we have a matrix A whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 0, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4. We now apply an elementary transformation. Suppose elementary transformation is R2 is replaced by R2 plus R3. Then row 1 will be same 1, 2, 3 and R2 is replaced by R2 plus R3. It means row 2 और row 3 दोनों को ऐड करना है। This one is row 2 and this one is row 3. तो R2 is replaced by R2 plus R3. तो ऐड करिए R2 के, this becomes 3 4 plus 1 5, 2 plus 4 6, and R3 will be same, 3 1 4. Then the determinant of this matrix, suppose this matrix is B, will be same as determinants of matrix B. यहां पे ये प्रॉपर्टी यह कर रहा है कि यदि किसी मैट्रिक्स में एलिमेंट्री ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लगाएं तो जो नया मैट्रिक्स मिलेगा इस टाइप से उसका डिटरमिनेंट भी सेम आएगा, डिटरमिनेंट चेंज नहीं होगा। अब एलिमेंट्री ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लगाते समय यह ध्यान रखिएगा कि यहां पे जो जिस रो को आपको चेंज करना होता है उसका कोफिशिएंट 1 होना चाहिए। When you apply the elementary transformation to change any row or any column, then that row or that column's coefficients should be 1. Next property of the determinant says that if any two rows or columns are interchanged, then the value of the determinants will be changed in sign. It means यदि आप किसी एक मैट्रिक्स के दो रो या दो कॉलम को इंटरचेंज कर रहे हैं, then the determinants of the new matrix will be changed with the sign. For example, if we have a matrix A whose elements are 2, 1, minus 1 and 4, then determinant of this matrix is 8 plus 1 equal to 9. Now we change the interchange row 1 and row 2. It means row 3 becomes first row, row 2 becomes first row whose elements are minus 1 and 4, and row 1 becomes second row whose elements are 2 and 1. Now the determinant of this new matrix B equal to, here is 2 1, here is 2 1. Determinants of new matrix B equal to minus 1 minus 2 into 4, 8 equal to minus 9. हम यहां देख सकते हैं कि आपने एक मैट्रिक्स लिया जिसका डिटरमिनेंट 9 आया, अब उसका हमने रो 1 और रो 2 को इंटरचेंज किया, रो 1 को रो 2 बना दिया और रो 2 को रो 1 बना दिया, तो जो नया मैट्रिक्स बी मिला इसका डिटरमिनेंट भी 9 आया, लेकिन उसका साइन क्या हो गया, वो चेंज हो गया। Here one more interesting example is, the example asks that what is the value of the determinants. You can see that if we go to find the determinant of this matrix, then it will take a lot of times. Now we use some trick. If we take x equal to 0, then all options, then option first means A equal to B equal to C. यदि आप x इक्वल टू 0 ले रहे हैं तो आपके ऑप्शन A, B और C दोनों बराबर आ जाएंगे, दोनों 2 के बराबर आ जाएंगे। तो हम x इक्वल टू 0 नहीं ले सकते हैं. Then we cannot take x equal to 0. We select x such that all options will different. आपको x ऐसे ही लेना है, ऐसा वैल्यू लेना है x का जिससे कि ये सारे ऑप्शंस डिफरेंट हो जाएं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कैन टेक x इक्वल टू -1. If we take x equal to -1, then all options a equal to -1, option b will be 3, option c will be 2, and option d will be -2. Here we can see that all options are different. So we can take x such as x equal to -1. यदि आपका ऑप्शन सारा डिफरेंट आ रहा है तो हम ऐसा x ले सकते हैं. Now put x equal to -1 in given matrix. Here put at x equal to -1, then the new matrix will be 0, 1, 3, and second row becomes 2, 4, 7, 6, 9, and here 13. Now the determinants of this matrix can be found by the trick which I have already told you. Once again I repeat, same trick here, and trick is we write each column 0, 2, 6, 1, 4, 9, 3, 7, 13, and repeat column 1, 0, 2, 6, and column 2, 1, 4, and 9. Now we make a diagonal from top, left top corner, 0, 4, 13. This is D1, diagonal D1, 1, 7, 6. This is diagonal D2, 3, 2, 9. This is diagonal D3, and one make another diagonal from the bottom, whose elements 6, 4, and 3, and this suppose we name it D1 dash. One more diagonal is 9, 7, 0. We rename it D2 dash, and one more diagonal 13, 2, 1, and its name is D3 dash. Then what will be determinants? Determinants will be product of the elements of D1, that is 0 into 4 into 13. It means 0, 1 into 7 into 6, 42, 3 into 2 into 9 means 54, minus product of the elements from the bottom diagonal means 6 into 4 into 3 means 72, 9 into 7 into 0, 0. 13 into 2 into 1, 26. Here 2 plus 42 plus 54 becomes 96, minus, and 72 plus 26 becomes 98. Then what will be answer? This will minus 2. And minus 2, which option is true? Here D. So our D option is true. आप देख सकते हैं यहां पे हमने ट्रेडिशनल मेथड नहीं लगाया, हमने एक छोटा सा ट्रिक अप्लाई किया। सबसे पहले क्या किया, हम सारे ऑप्शन में x की एक ऐसा वैल्यू लेंगे जो कि सारे ऑप्शन आपके डिफरेंट आ जाए। हमने उस ऐसा करने के लिए x इक्वल टू -1 लिया, और इस x इक्वल टू -1 पे हम देख रहे हैं कि जो सारे ऑप्शंस हैं वो डिफरेंट आ रहे हैं। फिर इसी x इक्वल टू -1 को हमने मैट्रिक्स में रख दिया, और जो नया मैट्रिक्स मिला उसका हमने ट्रिक से डिटरमिनेंट फाइंड कर लिया, तो आपका आ गया -2, जो कि आपका ऑप्शन डी है। ये बहुत कम समय में आप लोग इस तरीके से भी आता है डिटरमिनेंट जिसमें वेरिएबल रहेंगे तो सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। In next lecture we will discuss the determinants of some special matrices which we have already studied in previous lectures and their properties. Thank you very much.